So Kid has done all 36 ring shots. That will be its own highlight. And now, I'm going to be doing something a little different with Sherry. Well, I'm still going to be getting the rings, but the way I have Kid's stats, he had a very high draw and had a normal driver of 254 yards. This is Sherry, her base character. So she hits straight 200 yards and low. Let's see if we can even do it. I can think of at least a couple of rings that could be problematic. Here I am. Alright. Let's see what Sherry can do. This is the weakest of the Game Boy characters based on base stats. Yep, weaker than Plum by a significant margin. Worse control as well. Having an easier time than I did with Kid for the first ring.
Nice on.
Kid actually took a while because his high shot was super unruly.
Oh, complete.
Oh yeah.
Nice splits. I have to approach this, which is nonsense. I don't have to approach it, but it's safer to do so.
Oh, complete.
Oh yeah.
But again, this is not a speed run, so time is irrelevant here. Oh gosh. Wow, Sherry can really lower her shot. I haven't played with Sherry at all before this point.
Nice shot.
Ooh, we got the rainbow shot. Hopefully with one of the other characters I can get lightning. Secret Ply strats.
Nice on.
That shot apex was head high. Yep, she keeps it low. Like a modern metal band's tuning. Very low.
Oh, complete.
Oh yeah.
Like that song Physical Education by Animals as Leaders, where I think a 9-string guitar is used. It is surprisingly groovy considering that fact. Because the lowest note is a low C sharp. So it's a little over an octave, over a full octave lower than a standard guitar tuned to E standard. It's insane. This might be a chip in.
Chip in. Oh, complete.
I wonder what influences the Game Boy Color players' power shots. I think it's random. Because any character could potentially have any of them. So, Sherry could have lightning, for instance. And Doritos chip, yes. Slices on purpose. Glad I added loft. Man, this is really enjoyable, playing with the weakest character.
Nice on.
That wasn't even overhit. That would have been the ultimate irony if the weakest character overhits a shot.
Oh yeah.
See, Sherry agrees.
Nice shot.
With this insane headwind, I didn't have to worry as much about having good enough shot height. Now I have to worry a little bit. Power shot doesn't really matter, I hope. I got some distance away. I have no idea. This doesn't look good. Unless... Yeah, really, I shouldn't have done the bottom left. I should have just done regular bottom ball. Is that in or barely too hard? It's in.
Oh yeah.
Much fewer issues with this course with Sherry than with Kid, because they're just spec'd differently. And by that I mean Sherry's not spec'd at all, and so she has a low shot, and distance isn't that much of a factor because I only need par. But Kid has a Fitafo chip in. So we did see a Fitafo before Boo Valley. So I was incorrect if I said that was the case.
Nice on. Hole complete.
Oh yeah.
So I would like power here.
Nice shot.
I'm gonna be a wimp and not do that.
Nice shot. Nice on.
Also, I hope the stream's been enjoyable thus far.
Hole complete.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, Sherry, I appreciate it. This is one of the holes that can be troublesome. She's not going to be able to make that. We'll see if she can make this. The right side of the ring is slightly closer than any other. Okay. That was the ring I was worried about. Of course, I'm still pretty far away from this ring. Don't really need a power for the next shot, I hope. I don't suspect I'll need it, because this ring is closer, relatively speaking, than the other two. Just need enough height.
Nice on.
Maybe I'll do some more push-ups after these ring shots are done.
Complete.
Oh yeah.
So that was one of the rings I was nervous about. I won't say afraid, but nervous about is accurate. Great, now I want to listen to some animals as leaders. Not going to do that on stream, though. I have no interest in getting my stream muted. And besides, I like having the Mario Golf music going.
Hole complete.
Oh yeah.
Still need to listen to Animals as Leaders' new album some more. Since my first listen, I've barely touched it. There's some good tracks in there, though.
Nice shot. Oh, too bad.
That's in.
Chip
Just a
it.
casual 4-frame hook with maximum top left impact. Otherwise, hitting it at the 3/4 mark almost. No big deal. This one will be much easier as well with Sherry. With base Sherry than Spec'd Out Kid. Also, yes, Doritos chip. Indeed. Accuracy's fine. Hook is on purpose, but I didn't want that much. I can still make that work. Oh, she is! No wonder I have such an affinity for this character. That's awesome. Shoutouts to Jessica Chisum.
Hole complete.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
Once again, we'll be going in order.
Nice shot.
So I'll try to have my second shot land in rough, but close to the bunker. Unless... let's just try something. This will be bunker for sure.
Nice shot. Oh,
50-70, I hope. I got the low end of that lie. Ooh, that was sick. I tried to aim more, but I failed to do so. That still went 5.42 feet past because it was downhill.
Hole complete.
Oh yeah.
No big deal. Only need par. Excuse me.
Nice shot.
I don't think I'll be re-rolling for as much RNG. Unless I am unable to complete a ring because of it. Like with switchback swinging. I had to re-roll there. I'll be surprised if I birdie this. Though this isn't the worst position. Well, that had some break, but it was hit way too hard anyway, unless it hit the pin directly.
Hole complete.
Adequate.
Oh yeah.
This wind might not be the worst thing ever, because it gives me some additional shot height, which I need for this shot. See if accuracy works. That's out of bounds. Or is it? No, it's not. I just did not get 80% of 190 yards. Fine by me. I was a bit scared though.
Hole complete.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this one's brutal.
Oh, too bad.
Oh my gosh. I needed accuracy there. I lost way too much distance. I was more comfortable with the short putter.
Oh yeah.
It's unusual to do that. This one was really tough with Kid and a very high draw.
Tough line.
Dang. I should have topped that. That should be in.
Hole complete. complete.
Very good.
Oh yeah.
Nice job, Sherry.
Oh, too bad.
For the fans, even though I don't expect this to work.
Stuffed it.
Yeah, I'll be a wimp and do short putter. Okay, I messed up. Alright, first ring that I'll have to redo because I failed it.
Oh.
Try that again.
That's fine.
Oh, too bad.
I'm a man of the people, so I'm still going to do this.
Stuffed it.
At least she made the green. Again.
Hole complete.
Oh yeah.
I think I could have been successful if I had just played that conventionally. Shoutouts to Fitafo, always and forever. I don't think I like this one very much.
Nice shot.
I'm glad I added the impact that I did. One of the few times I have a power shot. Think I might be okay with the slice? Okay, I barely bounced past the rough. That should be fine. Yes.
Oh yeah.
No, not doing that. Nope, not doing that either. Nope. Yeah, whatever. Won't be able to do putter strats.
Nice shot.
But Cherry would need... Cherry, Sherry, whichever. Would need pretty significant tailwind to make that happen. I want to see that again. Okay, it didn't bounce off anything until it got down there. Nice frame skip. I was trying to do a 2-frame slice. Frame skip actually benefited me though. Still not the easiest putt in the world. Did I miss that? That's total nonsense. I'm not sure where the break was.
Try that again.
Whatever. Kid also messed that one up multiple times. It happens, no big deal. Ew, that's gross.
What nonsense.
That's what I'm saying. Go accuracy this time. I have a better lie, so it's going to go a bit farther. In fact, too far. That should be in.
Hole complete.
Oh yeah.
Lower shot may work against me for this next hole. This one's really good. Let's do a 1-frame hook since I hit harder than I wanted. Power shot doesn't matter beyond the first.
Oh,
40-60 is a guarantee if you land in bunker. I wanted a hook there. That wasn't going to help me very much though. I missed. It's gonna stay left. Wow! That break at the very beginning That was insane.
Try that again.
Oh, I hope that makes the ring. Nope. Top ant didn't really help either. Hey, Secret Ply. Hope you're doing well. Just a real quick hi and bye. Have a good one. You too. Have a wonderful evening. And thanks for stopping in. I'm glad that worked. And we are closer to the pin. Hook is fine here.
Hole complete.
It's alright. Normally in the ring shots run, this is the final. I start with zig and zag, and then this is the final one I do until I unlock DK. Not the case this time. That was pretty good.
Nice shot.
Is this too aggressive? I think the right amount of aggression. Hole complete.
Oh yeah.
And the final ring, since I'm actually going in order here. I'd like to make it up the hill with Sherry, and I don't trust a driver to do that, so I want a little more power, a little more distance, so that's what I went with. Two-frame slice might be good. I was going for one frame. Not as massacred as that might have looked based on the camera angle. That's not going to be good. Just need a little more aim.
Hole complete.
Oh yeah.
Whoa. That's 4 courses done. Since Sherry hits such a low shot, she doesn't have to putt through here. I think accuracy's fine here. That just stuck to the fairway. There we go, that should be in. I missed a similar putt with Kid, so I had to redo this hole with him. But this is one of those holes that's easier with a weaker hitting, lower hitting character. This should be pretty low stress, especially with the wind being what it is. Valley in the Valley will be more stressful though than it was with Kid. Let's do one frame since I don't trust the power. Of course that was foolish. That's fine. Decent approach.
Hole complete.
Oh yeah.
I like the eagle animation. Say hi to Toad.
Oh, too bad.
I'm gonna try to get significant tailwind. Never mind. Me too? Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I haven't seen any of the others, so I'll test that out after I'm done with ring shots. Since I don't have heavy tailwind, we have to go the scenic route here. Of course, bad lie, we have to do that anyway. The shot doesn't matter a whole lot, just as long as I'm not too far behind the hill, which I better not be. I should still have enough distance. I am going downhill 5 yards. Not the prettiest putt in the world. I think that's in, so we're fine.
Hole complete.
Oh yeah.
Emerging from the mist, so there's still one left. Oh gosh. What is this? A Standard and K Camper in the flesh. And also, Rhino. It is good to see you. I hope you're doing well. We are just doing some ring shots with Game Boy characters. I've already completed all of them with Kid, and we are in the process of completing Sherry's ring shots.
Oh.
Try that again.
I don't like this shot at all. Yeah, it's trash. I'm gonna reroll here. Alright, no wind. Awesome. I like that shot. I think that shot will be decent. I wish that had bounced a little more left. But this is still fine. It's around 8 feet away.
Oh yeah.
This one will be much tougher for Sherry than it was for Kid. It could take fewer tries than it ended up taking than for Kid, because I was trying to do something specific that Sherry won't be able to do, even though this wind would be very good if I was still using Kid, because of Kid's insane draw and high shot. We'll see. I don't like this. I needed major slice there. That will not work.
Try that again.
Did your kid have the lightning bolt animation? No. It was the blue stripe. Sherry has the rainbow. I don't really care too much about the animations. I might try to get lightning with Azalea or Joe or whoever, but I don't really care.
Nice shot.
Please go forward. Thank you. That's a very good shot.
Hole complete.
I still think that took overall less time than Kid took. But it was definitely lower stress with Kid. We'll see how this works. I'm gonna play it safe, especially if I mess up the accuracy. I'm still in approach distance, whereas I could have been OB had I hit a shot like that. If I was aimed toward the green like I normally am. This is the 378 pin, I think, so there's that little bit of break at the end.
Oh yeah.
I have to be careful. Could have been worse. Now the real fun begins. I'm so used to using Plum, and Sherry reminds me so much of Plum, but with 8 yards less
Try
distance.
that again.
Okay, I don't care for this wind very much, so if this doesn't work, I will re-roll. Is that under the ring? It sidesteps the ring. I wanted one less frame of slice. So re-roll here. That's even worse. The wind isn't strong enough to make enough of a difference, I hope. Barely made it. Bad lie is not welcome here. 1 frame slice I think is okay. Yeah. 2 frame would have killed it. I can't power up here.
Nice shot.
Because I'm within approach range. Good.
Hole complete.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Bowser's big mouth could be really tough. I might need specific wind. It should be possible, but I didn't think of that until recently. Tailwind would have been nice here. Still on fairway. That's awesome. Bad lie. That's terrible.
Nice shot.
At one point, I did some ring shots, driver, and putter only speed runs. What I ended up doing was I used Plum, I think 35 of the rings, and then I switched to Peach for the final one, because the timer stops after the ball goes into the hole of the 36th ring shot, which, since it was Bowser's big mouth, Peach's animations didn't matter. Yep, on the green,
Oh yeah.
but almost made it. Alright, let's see what this one has in store for me. This one could take a few tries. Crosswind. Okay, maybe this won't. I do need a good lie,
Nice shot.
because I need to hit the ball high enough. This game is being mean. So if I hit a good 3 shot, this doesn't matter. Though this is a lot tougher than it needs to be. I am at an angle here, so I didn't want to slice. That's why. Still about pin height. Dang it. Which way is that gonna break? Ah! That's smarts.
Oh.
Slice burned me there.
Try that again.
Let's get a better lie this time. That way the 3rd shot isn't as stressful. Robbed indeed. Of course I could have aimed that more, but that's beside the point.
Nice shot.
Okay, good. Didn't even have to add a hook that time. I'm on the side of the green that I want to be on. I hope accuracy's okay. Yeah, that was good. Barring a chip in, that's about as good as it gets
Oh
for
yeah.
me. Without being ridiculously risky. So now, par 3, a par 5, and a par 3. I'm not playing that one. I would have been okay with rain there. Should bounce off rough. Or rock. Technically bounced off rough too, just on the 2nd bounce. That's in the water. Or in the rough? It didn't snap enough to be a chip in. That did. First try. Well, other than re-rolling wind. Need tailwind here. Doritos chip indeed. That's not tailwind, unless it's opposite day. Good grief. That's much better.
Nice shot.
I'm still depending on getting a good lie here, but that's better. Alright, I got it. Still need to get through the rings.
Nice shot.
I'm not in the water. Through the rings. So, barring catastrophe, I should have a good chance at this. If it doesn't turn to the next century first. Oh wow. Rounds down to 8 square. Not a terrible shot.
Nice
Maybe a
arm.
2-frame hook doesn't push me as far to the left, but otherwise I was pretty solid. Ah, just missed birdie. Oh well. Rather play it safe and get par than
Hole complete.
try to get birdie and really mess up. 1 ring left. She also starts with the driver, I know, because Plum does, and Sherry is weaker than Plum is currently constructed. I need a 1-frame slice here
Too bad.
to have any chance.
Try that again.
That time I needed 2, I think.
Oh,
Okay, I was
too
wrong.
bad.
It was the same frame.
Try that again.
Hopefully that works.
Oh, too bad.
Okay, just need to aim a little more to the right. Is that still bunker? Looks like it.
Oh,
Yeah.
too bad.
I think I might have aimed in the exact same spot. That time I need 2 to have any chance at this. That works.
Oh, too bad.
Of course, it's a guaranteed 70-85, but better than 40-60. I wanted and or needed full power. Okay, wanted, because I can still make this work. 21.18. Needed 1 more frame. And off by 0.02 just means I didn't have all the data.
Oh.
My math was still correct.
Try that again.
At least I have 2 ways to make this work, potentially. Okay, I have to go 2-frame slice. Did I aim too far right? No.
Oh,
That still
too
worked.
bad.
Guess I'm cutting through the wind better. Got a little more distance. That should be in.
Chip
And that's all Sherry's
Hole
rings.
complete.
Nice job. So now we'll just confirm. So Sherry has completed the first course. The second course. We missed one. That's right. I did ring shots route.
Here we go.
That's why you check. And also, it can be fun ending on Sand Dune Summit when we don't get Hurricane Force winds. That's pretty funny.
Nice shot.
But again, that's why we check. It's also fun to end on a different ring for 1 or 2 of them. Just gonna slice to maybe get away from the hill. And it's hitting the hill either way. Losing the power is really bad. Doesn't matter as long as my 3 and 4 shots are adequate. Hooks on purpose. Want a little more carry before it hits the ground. I did check the other rings, so now that's all Sherry's rings.
Oh, yeah.
Nice job, Sherry, once again. Now let's super duper confirm. First course complete. Second course complete. Third course now complete. Fourth course complete. Fifth course complete. And sixth course complete. And that took a decent amount of time less than Kid. But I think I'm generally better when I can either use Metal Mario or a character who hits low and straight. Because I'm used to Metal Mario, Plum, and Yoshi. I think those are my 3 best characters. I'm decent enough with DK as well. But DK hits low. And for ring shots specifically, I like low hitting characters because I've used Plum for so long. So that's fun. And that means that's 2 out of 4 of the Game Boy characters who have completed all of the ring shots so far. So once again, nice job, Sherry.